The spring game will be held April 16th, 2022. For anybody that doesn't know what date it is, the day falls on a Saturday, and anybody can go to the game. Uh, it's $7, and get to pretty much you get to see new acquisitions, new talent that Ohio State has. You know what freshmen and redshirts have been stepping up. Who's going to take that mantle? Who's going to lead this team as seniors, and the potential that Ohio State can be. Last year, I mean, spring. I think this year's spring game will be. I think this year's spring game will be. I won't. I don't think it'll be as interesting as last year's spring game, but I'm excited for it. You know, I think it will be. I think it'll be obviously way more people when I went last year. It wasn't that many people there, obviously, because of different restrictions in the state of Ohio. Um, but last year's spring game, we seen the talent, and we had a lot of things happen. Look up CHITTFEST Fest. Look that up. That was wild. We seen Jamison Williams there. He was playing pretty well. He ended up transferring. So I mean, obviously, we have a spring game. People get amped up. I don't know if people are gonna be amped up for this spring game as they were last year. It is gonna be exciting. I don't think we're gonna see players transfer after the spring game last year. So I mean, last year's spring game was probably. I mean, a lot of things happened that day. I don't see that happening again, but I do think that this team is going to be very focused, play with a chip on their shoulder, a mission. Again, excited to see the young talent. I don't expect anybody, especially from the wide receiver position, to transfer. I think a lot. I'm interested to see who's going to be that number two. Obviously, Jackson's number one. And the biggest thing that I want to see is how the defense looks. Although it is a spring game, let's see. Ryan Day, he doesn't play around, obviously, and this is an opportunity to see what type of schemes and concepts they come up with. Will they show everything in the spring game? Probably not, but I'm interested to see what new things they do show, and should be very exciting. Hopefully, there's no CHITT Fest in this year like that last year, and nobody transfers. But who knows? But it should be a very, very interesting game, and it should be. Hopefully, it's a bigger crowd. It should be a bigger crowd. I don't know if it'll set the record, but it should be a big crowd, and I think tickets are $7. They go on sale Friday. If anybody wants a ticket, it's something you should definitely check out if you're not doing anything in April.